Hi, my name is Skip with ASL Machines. Today is an instructional video of how to wire into a generator and how to check your wiring and make sure that you have correct power. First thing is that you're going to need is a multimeter. This is very important. This is key to having troubleshooting issues to your power and making sure that everything is wired correctly. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. This is super important to understanding how to wire into your panel, your generator, and also to troubleshoot your machine if you have any problems, okay? So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about the generators. The generators are a great source of power because they're mobile. The problem with them is they have what they call as a 10% over voltage. So as you see on a grinder, the grinders always have a computer in there. So that computer sees that 10% over voltage, so the machine is simply going from 220 down to 208 or 240, max is 240. So if your generator's putting out, let's say 250, and that's at 10% over voltage, the computer is going to see it and recognize it, and it's going to try to protect itself, so it's going to shut down, so you may get an error code. So first things first, wiring into a generator. If you're wiring into a generator, they have 4 prongs. On a single phase, you have 2 hots and a ground. So on the 4-prong plug, you're gonna have this little curved side. You'll have a curved side, and you're gonna have 2 hots. So this is your curved, and this should be your 2 hots. And then this is what they call as a neutral. Neutral is basically for house power. It's not required for grinder, so you're not going to use this one. But you want to check your generator and find out where your hots are coming from first, okay? Now if you open the back of the plug, you're going to notice your green is ground, which is this little curved, and then you're going to have your sides which you can wire into, okay? So let's make sure that the generator is giving us the correct power. So we're going to simply turn on the meter. We don't want to be at 200 because we know we're going to be over 200, so we're going to go to the 600 range. Okay, so we're going to start the generator. So what we're going to do here is there's a 30 amp here to 125. We're not going to use that one. We're going to use the 240 side, which is here. So we're going to put our black into our ground, and then we're going to check that. As you see, we got 113, 115 up there. Okay. Let's check the other side. Now let's check that. $115, that. Okay, now we're going to check the total. You put both of these in both hot sides. So we're at 2. So that's telling us we have good power. Okay, now let me show you, if you take your hot and you go into the neutral, there's no power there. So you don't want to use it. So that's why you have to check your 2 hots. So at 255, 253, that's too high. So this meter is very, very important to have to see your power requirements, okay? If you're wiring into a hard panel, you're gonna go ahead and wire into your hard panel, and then you're gonna wanna check your plug the same way, okay? So right here you have your black, which is your ground, and it's usually the big hole, okay? And then you're going to touch. So we have 118 on that side. Let's check the other side. 118. Now let's get the total. So all you do is take these and put them in there and get the total. So we have 207, 209. It's kind of bouncing around a little bit. And for commercial power, you're going to have what they call 208. Okay, so that's normal. You want to check your power, before that, because if you mispower this, you're going to get codes on your machine. You may even burn up your machine if your power is too low. You're going to have this gauge here, and the LU, see, we're at 206, okay? So then we can hit green for go. And then we're going to go into our RPM mode. Okay, so this is the easiest way to wire into your machine. There are some other little tricks too. If you have a smaller generator and it doesn't power the grinder, you can also run these junction boxes. And what you want to do is run these junction boxes into two separate 110 circuits, but you cannot have a GFI on these. They can only have breakers. So you can plug this in, and this is going to give you a total of 40 amps, which is actually more than this because this is only 30 amps. And then you can plug your machine into there. When you receive your machine, you're going to get a cord like this, and you're going to have this yellow green, which is your ground, and then this blue, which is your hot, and then this other brown color, it's also is a hot as well, okay? This ground goes in the ground position, which is here. And then your hots, like I said, we're not using this bottom one. Your hots are going to go here and here, okay? We are canceling this one, which is your bottom one, and we're using the two hots and a ground. Simple as that. And make sure when you're using any of the hardwire panel stuff, you sure turn off the breaker. Okay, turn off the breaker, wear gloves, wear the proper gear to do this. If you're not quite sure how to wire into the panel, you need to see a electrician or a certified electrician that can help you out with that. That's it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.